Welcome to another episode of Blind Grilling. I'm Chris Peltz, and today we are preparing a 13-pound whole packer brisket. We've got the fat side down right now, and we were putting on a mix of salt, coarse ground pepper, and we got sea salt as well. That's some coarse ground salt. And so we're putting this on here. We're going to actually let it go overnight, and we're going to get up early in the morning, and we're going to do a short cook, at least shorter than what most people would think would be on a brisket, especially on the big green egg. But we're going to go slightly higher temperature, a little bit shorter time frame, but it is going to turn out the same awesome results. But just to kind of show you as well, we still got the point over here on kind of on the underside here, still connected by that decal piece right in there. And so we're getting this all salt and peppered up, so stay tuned. We're going to be cooking this up on the big green egg first thing in the morning.
Good morning, folks. Just wanted to show you really quick, getting ready to go and get this bad boy out on the grill. Got it on a V-rack. I know a lot of guys give me flack about putting just about everything I cook on a V-rack, but man, I tell you, when it comes to getting ready to wrap and do some other things, it really makes it handy, and it really doesn't seem to affect how it cooks. So I really like the V-rack for carrying stuff. But anyway, I've got this out and ready. I got the big green egg fired up. I got the Flame Boss hooked up, and the grill is setting at 295, and we're getting ready to put this 13-pound brisket on the egg. We are about 3 hours in on this whole brisket cook. Flame Boss has been keeping the egg steady at 300 degrees. Want to just kind of take you a little bit and show you guys, get a look at what we've got here. And what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to put it in some aluminum foil and wrap it up. And we're going to put a meat probe in it. We're going to keep track of the temp, but I'll give you some an update when it has reached about 195 to 200 internally, and we'll check and see how tender it is after that, and check in after a while. Thanks.
Folks, we've got the brisket here before me. I just sliced through and cut off the point for the burn ends. We've got the flat right here that we're working on cutting. Man, I tell you what, this meat is just so tender. This is awesome. And I tell you what, we did this at 300 degrees out on the egg, and you can see it's just, that meat is just right there, just awesome, wonderful. And the Flame Boss, everyone talks about low and slow, 220 degrees, for 18 hours. This cooked from 7 in the morning is when I put it on until 3 o'clock in the afternoon at 300 degrees. After 3 hours, we wrapped it in foil and put it right back on. And so that was at 10 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, we pulled it off, put it in a cooler, let it rest for a couple of hours, and this is what we've got. What we could do now is we could take that point, and we could either turn up the oven really high and stick it in there and get a good, nice bark on it, or get the big green egg up to a real high temp and put this directly on the grill and get a nice bark on it for probably 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes, depending on how hot your grill is. And get a nice bark on that point. But we're going to be cutting up some brisket. We're going to have fried taters and onions with some of this beautiful brisket, and then with leftovers tomorrow, I'm going to make a brisket chili. Looking forward to that. So, folks, don't be intimidated by making a brisket. It's not as hard as you think, and it doesn't have to take as long as a lot of people think. So give it a try. I think you'll be impressed with your own results. This is Chris Peltz for Blind Grilling. Remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking.